Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Ray here for a live Sunday watch along. I wanted to do more of these and connect with some of you more. And I'm gonna late see if some viewers come in and we have some people waiting in the room. And if that's true, hopefully they can come in soon. Hopefully we get a watch along going. I know it was a bit short notice, so if some people don't make it, I'll be fine. We have two watchers right now. Hello, people. How you doing? Today we're going to be watching KayFabe, a fake real movie about a fake real sport. Um, so in case you don't know what this movie is, it's kind of in the style of This Is Spinal Tap type thing. And so as a result, so it's kind of like a This Is Spinal Tap version of a local indie fed. And 1 second, I'm going to fetch the link and I'm going to post it in the comments so you guys can pull up the movie with me. That way we can all watch it together. See. Hey Hanzo, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. 4 watchers already. Good to go. So I'm going to send you guys the link to this movie. It's free on YouTube. No cost to any of you. So I'm going to go ahead and post that up right there. Here you guys go. So this movie is a fake real movie about a fake real sport. I personally really adore this movie. I think the writing is great. I think the comedy is well executed. And if you are like an insider to the wrestling business, you will slowly kind of like see different parts of it. We're not going to do a picture in picture. I tried to reach out to the director of this film. I never heard back from him on whether we can use the footage or not. So because of that, we're not going to. But if you want to pull up the movie, and I'm gonna wait a few minutes so you guys can all get ready for that going. Yeah. So I'll let you guys. But how's everyone doing tonight? How are you, Hanzo? Sorry, my throat was a little dry. Anyway, so let's see what's going on. If oh, I dropped down to 1. So yeah, this movie is a personal favorite of mine. I really enjoy it. Hey guys, what's up? Hey Zane Chaudhry. Today we're watching a movie called KayFabe. If I'm good. Thanks for asking. But today we're gonna be watching a movie called KayFabe. I already posted a link to it in the comments. If you want to pull it up, we can watch it together, or you can just see my reaction to it, and I can kind of describe to you what's going on and what's the context of the movie. Hey Hanzo, I pulled up the movie. Thanks Hanzo. And I want you to know if you guys have ever heard of this movie or anything like that. So tell me in the comments or tell me in the chat if you guys have ever heard of this movie because it's kind of an unknown film and I really enjoy it. There's not a lot of good movies made about wrestling. I think there's kind of just 2 right now. There's KayFabe, which I think is great, and then there's The Wrestler. And I don't think we're ever gonna watch The Wrestler because The Wrestler is super super sad. Great film, great film. If you haven't seen The Wrestler, definitely watch it. But yeah, wouldn't recommend for a more than one time viewing. But this one, I have watched it several times. I still find it pretty funny. So if you guys want to just, I know Hanzo's pull up the movie. Anyone else in the chat, pull up the movie. I'm gonna go ahead and start the movie since I really enjoy it. I will give you scheduled time checks throughout the film, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go. Second. I'm at 5 seconds. So if you guys want to pull it up. They all started in a place like this. So this kind of shows you the opening to an indie federation. You know, so they have all the fun archetypes. Any special things for SummerSlam? Well, Zane, if you watch the show, if you watch Universe mode, you'll definitely see some special stuff going on. But the premiere of my new weekly show will be after SummerSlam, Heel Talk, which I'm going to show you guys later. The short, like 5 second intro I have for Heel Talk. I'm going to take one headphone out. No, not really. Not any announcements for the card. I'm pretty sure Xander is keeping that up on the Discord. So if you want to know, check there. So if you guys know the context of indie feds and how indie feds are, this is extremely accurate. You have the guy with the Indian headdress. LS11 is saying 1,000 students crazy. Yes, so it is. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going strong. I just want to do a live stream today since I think I've kind of been away from the channel lately, not in terms of writing, just in terms of my presence. So, yeah. Hey, Zach. We are currently watching a movie called KayFabe from 2007. It's kind of a movie about, it's like this is Spinal Tap, but for indie wrestling. So yeah, this is kind of a short movie. It's about an hour and a half, and it's very funny. I enjoy it. I haven't had it, Zane. Oh, like that one WCW movie. No, this one is actually tolerable. No, this is a very good movie. And it's kind of like a fake documentary. I'm sorry if you guys hear knocking. I think someone's doing construction work. In the next unit. Yeah, so it's kind of like a fake documentary about the local indie fed, and it goes like with all the archetypes of different wrestlers that you would see. Are you watching Elimination Chamber this month? No. Zane, you know why I'm not watching Elimination Chamber. I've explained several times why I'm not watching Elimination Chamber. So, yeah. So what I kind of like is, in case you didn't know, there's one actor playing a double role. Wrestling culture. Yeah, I explained. Break up the Usos. Who do you think is going to be the Shawn Michaels and who's going to be the Marty Jannetty? Hey, wrestling culture. Right now we're watching a movie called KayFabe, and it's kind of like I said, it's a wrestling movie. It's wrestling comedy, very fun. Explain if the WWE break up the Usos. Who do you think is going to be the Shawn Michaels and who's going to be the Marty Jannetty? I don't think they're going to break up the Usos. I just don't. I think maybe one of them will get injured again, the other one will get a singles run. But in terms of them like actually breaking up and feuding, I don't think that'll happen. If WWE can bring back Bray Wyatt, I don't think Bray Wyatt wants to come back soon. I can't wait for another amazing week of universe action. Yeah, we're discussing several different things. Xander and I are probably going to have a creative meeting soon, but right now, Xander is enjoying Valentine's Day. He's celebrating early with his lady, so, with a lady. Yeah, that's where he is this weekend. Have a fun weekend, Xander, definitely. So that's what he's doing this weekend. So I decided to just go live. If I could book a wrestling event, who would be my main event? Anyone in the world? Um, so if I could put any main event match, period. Oh wait, guys, this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Hello, Dan Lambert. No, it's not Dan Lambert's not in the movie, but so I'm gonna tell you something, guys. If you've ever been to like a local indie promotion, this is so accurate. Okay, so if I could book a wrestling event to be the main event, what would I choose? Hmm. It's gonna sound weird. pre-car crash Brian Pillman versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in a hardcore match for the WWF Championship. I'm not a big Attitude Era fan, but unless you want to talk about the main event, because the main event in the Attitude Era was amazing. But yeah, like before he got in that awful car crash, and so Brian Pillman, Stone Cold Steve Austin, hardcore match. You could ask me tomorrow, I'd probably have a different answer. Another one that was going through my head was Kurt Angle and Okada, because I would love to see what they would do against one another. I think Punk and Angle is another one I'd love to see. Jericho and Owen Hart definitely is a match I want to see. Just the technical aspects of wrestling, I would love to see. Do I think WrestleMania will be any good this year? Maybe. It has potential. Thank you. What is your favorite version of Seth Rollins? Zane asked this about 3 minutes ago. Sorry, Zane. My favorite version of Seth Rollins is redesign, rebuild, reclaim Rollins. I like that version a lot. Owen Hart was so underrated. Oh yeah, he was. For his time, definitely. Since then, thankfully, he has gotten so much more appreciation. And while I wish we could honor him with the Hall of Fame induction, I do understand why his widow has denied that to Vince McMahon. I understand that completely. If you could book a dream chamber with any wrestling promotion, any era, who would it be? Again, I'd have to return to the early 2000s. I think we never saw this match. I think it'd be amazing. What are you drinking? Just tea, sweet tea. I'm Southern, but okay. So Austin, Rock, Cactus Jack, Jericho, Big Show, and Undertaker and Kane. That's the one. Austin, Rock, Jericho, Cactus Jack, Undertaker, Kane. Imagine that much star power in a chamber. That'd be amazing. What is your favorite Seth Rollins match? I remember a match he had that I particularly enjoyed was, what was it? For some reason, the Neville Rollins match on Raw for the WWE Championship I really enjoy. Another good one was Rollins and Reigns, and in the Money in the Bank match. That was at Money in the Bank. Remember he's going to be Batman. Seth Rollins was Joker. Remember he's Batman. Who's going to be Penguin? Um, I answer that. I can tell you Two Face is probably Dean Ambrose. um, or Dean Ambrose slash John Moxley. Do I think Christian was underrated? Yes, I think he was underrated, but, and I know I'm going to get some shit for this, I do ultimately understand the decision to push Edge over Christian. I think Edge cuts a better promo. I think Edge has better facial expressions. I think Edge sells a little bit better. Christian's good at all those things, but I understand that Edge, I think, is a little bit better at those things than Christian is. Do you think MJF is next Chris Jericho? I think MJF is the next MJF. I think we need to stop measuring wrestlers on the past entirely because it's a new era now. There's new things in wrestling that we have to adapt to. So I just think that in general, MJF is going to be the first MJF. He's not going to be the next Chris Jericho. Just how Chris Jericho said, I'm not going to be the next Shawn Michaels. I'm going to be the first Chris Jericho. Right? Makes sense to me. What do you think about MJF versus Punk? I think MJF winning was the right call. I'll be over longer, grab some food. All right, Hanzo, see you in a bit. What do you think of Drew McIntyre returns SmackDown? I didn't see SmackDown. It was at work. But if he returned, cool. Well, am I allowed to talk about superheroes in movies today? Sure. I mean, don't get overloaded with questions, Zane. I mean, you and Zach kind of keeping me. Yeah, so this scene in the movie is So yeah, this is a so the arc right here is that so there's this character here, Randy Tyler, Rocket Randy Tyler, and he got hurt in the tryouts. Well, he got hurt before the tryout for the show, or the show in this context is WWE. Um, and the implication is Steve, his rival in the promotion, hurt him purposefully to prevent him from getting to the from prevent him from getting to the show over him. Okay, so what is your favorite sentence in The Dark Knight and Rises? Odd questions. I can't think of one at the time. Who's your favorite Batman actor? In terms of how he did the role, Michael Keaton. Well, in terms of what I think Bruce Wayne would look like if you took him out of the comic books and placed him in real life, Val Kilmer. If you could recommend one original NXT match to a non-wrestling fan, what would it be? Is this in the context of universe mode or real life? They forgot the bell to the show. For the original NXT, um, Gargano and Andrade was amazing. 2 out of 3 falls, DIY versus the Revival was incredible. Um, Sasha Banks and Bailey in the Iron Woman match was amazing. What is your favorite Bobby Lashley match? And in terms of universe mode for NXT, Don Cesaro, the triple threat of NXT in New York that was Dunn, Cole, and Volter. Um, Ziggler versus Styles at NXT TakeOver Cleveland was incredible. Love that. Yeah, I don't watch much Impact, unfortunately. I'm more of a New Japan guy. So, like, in this movie, they have one character, they have one actor playing the color commentator, kind of like a Macho Man Randy Savage ripoff. And then they have him playing the promoter, and the promoter is like the old school wrestling guy. He's like, I broke into the business in 1976, and everyone here is now just a wuss in comparison. They couldn't last 2 weeks in the touring schedule of the old territory days. Like, just like the full cornet bullshit. Besides the obvious, Okada versus Omega, what is your favorite New Japan match? Okada versus Omega is not my favorite New Japan match, believe it or not. I think Okada versus Tanahashi are better matches. Another great one is Shibata versus Tomohiro Ishii. Styles and Kota Ibushi. When was Styles and Ibushi? Was that Dominion? I think that was Dominion, where Styles was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and he faced Kota Ibushi for the title, and there was this amazing moment. If you know the context between the Golden Lovers, where Kota Ibushi hits this massive powerbomb, goes up top, and he's getting ready to hit his big press, and he looks over and he sees Omega, his best friend, now part of the Bullet Club, and they look at each other, and he's like, "Is my former best friend really about to hit me to help this man, to help him? We've been friends for years. Is he going to do this? Is he going to do this?" And Omega can't do it. He can't hurt his friend. So he backs down. And then Kota Ibushi takes the flip, goes for the dive. Too late. Styles Oregano caught him. Styles clash. 1, 2, 3. Perfect ending because Kenny didn't attack Kota. So he didn't attack his friend, but he still cost him the WWE Championship. I don't think it was the Phoenix. Yes, it was the Phoenix Splash. I was trying to remember if it was a moonsault or a Phoenix Splash, but I think it was a Phoenix Splash. Zach, thanks for correcting me. What is your favorite thing about summer and spring? I'm not a big fan of those. I'm more of a fall kind of guy. I overheat easily, and I also have really bad allergies. No, that was not when Kenny turned on Styles. That was a few months. I like summer because of the barbecue in sports. Yeah, I'm a barbecue fan. I might make some baked beans after I get off here tonight. I am believe it or not, I am a sports fan. I follow MMA a lot. What is your favorite movie? Zane, I'm not going to spoil that for you because Xander and I are currently preparing videos for the Breathing Nerddom YouTube channel, which is my channel. Xander and I's channel. We're going to talk about more nerdy subjects on that channel, and we're going to have a 10 favorite movie list. Both of us are. So in a few weeks, I'll probably be publishing. You can see 10 of our favorite movies. Who do you got for the Texas Test match? Archer and Page. Sorry. Hangman Adam Page. I think Kenny Omega is bound to come back and beat him for the belt. Do you like James Bond? Not really. I feel like it's insensitive, and I feel like James Bond has not aged well for the most part. My dad's a big fan of him. My dad really likes those movies, and I like some of them. I really enjoyed Casino Royale. So you're ever gonna ask me my favorite Bond is Daniel Craig. Do you watch football? Hey Shinobi. Yeah, I do watch football. I watch NFL. For the I know they can make money now, but I think the SEC's inability to let athletes make money whilst torturing their bodies, whilst getting hurt, and I don't care in particular if the fans like the fact that, oh, they're doing it for the sport, not for the money. That's bullshit. When you're an adult, you do things for the money. Okay? especially an athletic activity that could break your neck. So yes, I think they should get paid. Um, what is your favorite chocolate bar, Zane? Weird question. Three Musketeers. It was buffering before we got to Arthur deathmatch. I said our Archer deathmatch. Um, I had Paige, by the way. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Um, if you're talking about the game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, my head says the Rams, my heart says the Bengals. I want the Cincinnati Bengals to win. I think the LA Rams are probably going to win. Let me put my other headphone in to the charging case. Ooh, that is a good move. So yeah, they're kind of just doing the church gym show. Um, and he does a super kick. They call it the sweet potato pie. I love stuff like that in wrestling. Who do you hope your football team drafts this year? Okay, let me see. Who you got? Okay, can Jeff Hardy go to rehab soon? Well, if you actually read the story, all of his drug tests came back negative. All of them. So no one really knows what's going on. Matt says Jeff just kind of gave up. I personally think it could be CTE because Jeff has taken some hard shots over the years, and hopefully it's not CTE, but it very well could be. I really hope it's not. I really hope he was just like after this I'm done and walked out. But there's the possibility to me that it was some form of brain damage, unfortunately. Um, who do you hope your football team drafts this year? I don't really pay attention to the draft and things like that. But I will say we need a new linebacker. We need better linebackers, and I think we really need to focus on the defense. And I'm an Atlanta fan. I know that's sad, but I will stick with my team even if they suck. I really do think it's time for us to move on from Matt Ryan. Um, yeah, so this character, Lucky, who's supposed to be this hardcore wannabe, just gaffed himself in a battle royal. Wrestling Psychology 101, guys. Don't don't bleed in a battle royal because that makes almost no sense. I'm a Saints fan. When the Saints are in the playoffs and Atlanta isn't, I root for them. This year there ain't really that much great. Yeah. I mean, there was one really good linebacker who was actually the number 2 linebacker in the draft, and I actually knew him personally. I'm not going to say his name. He was accused of some horrible shit. Um, Unfortunately, it kind of looks like his football. Not unfortunately, but it looks like his football career is. Huh. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, there was a football player who I thought was going to get drafted into the NFL, and he was accused of horrible things, and unfortunately cut his own career short through his own actions. And I know some people from my hometown are going to see this. The mounting evidence is substantial enough for me to say that, guys. And I'm sorry to my hometown. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because you're making excuses for him. But yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, off from that. Oh yeah, that sucked. But Hanzo, that's the key. You stay supporting your team even through the bad times. Because from the bad times, there will come good times. Remember a few years ago when the friggin' Bucks couldn't win a game? They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. Look at them now. So you stay supporting a team even when they suck. That's what's right to me. And so I'm a Bears fan, so a lot of bad times, yeah. I want to get on the slider here, guys. So they have this one guy, Jimmy Swagger. He does play-by-play for this small-town promotion, this fake documentary. And he has this weird thing where he's obsessed with midget wrestlers. or little people wrestlers. My apologies. This is actually funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because it's an insider movie. It has so many like little insider references that only if you actually know the business and know how wrestling is supposed to be done. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. It's a great movie. And so, yeah, so they have this volunteer coming in, and he's just desperate to break into the business. He wants to so bad. He practices in the ring alone. And a lot of guys start there, but you know what? It's not in the WWE. Um, well, there's a lot of my favorite wrestlers who aren't in WWE anymore since somebody even got fired. Um, um, Hope everyone is having fun. Yes, Xander, I've managed to not get us canceled. Um, so yeah, everyone say hi to Xander. Hanzo's saying hi to Xander. What's fine? Well, a lot of my favorite wrestlers got fired. But Malachi Black, yeah. Oh god, those suck. I didn't notice this. The wrestling ring they used before, they don't actually have one big mat. They have several smaller mats that line up across the boards. Those are horrible to work in. Oh crap, my headphone. Hmm. Um, so we're about halfway through the film, Xander, right now. So maybe you'll make it, maybe you'll not. Hey, I like the Rehab movie watch only. Thanks, Hanzo. Thank you. All right. I love this scene. It's so funny. So yeah. So they're making him do a gimmick called the Blue Avenger, um, which is, I guess, their joke about Mr. Olympia. In case you don't know Mr. Olympia rib, there has been maybe 30 wrestlers, honestly, to be called Mr. Olympia. And they all work under a mask, and they all wear the same tights, and it's basically a rib to work as Mr. Olympia. So, so this is kind of addressing the criticism that a lot of modern day wrestling fans have, where they say no one can get over unless they win. And I feel like two ways about it. I kind of get it because if a guy loses over and over and over, he can't get over. But someone can get over in defeat if it's the right kind of loss. guy's having a real hard time getting over. So yeah, this is kind of talking about the different styles of working, like the joke about the homoeroticism in wrestling, which there is a lot of homoeroticism in wrestling. Let's just be honest. Well, the chat's kind of died. That's fun. What is your favorite wrestling movie? Is it this one? Um, Asked by Zach Rushing. Um, Between this and Mickey Rourke's The Wrestler, um, I think this is a more honest movie about wrestling, whereas The Wrestler is about just people whose bodies will betray them over time. So wrestling is just an allegory in that movie, and you could really put Mickey Rourke in several professions where your body slowly would betray you, where your body would slowly break down on you, and the job causes you to lose touch with your family and your personal life. Um, in terms of movies about the business, this one definitely. Have I seen Nacho Libre? Yeah, it's funny, but I think that movie is more a straightforward comedy. Where, like I said, this movie is about the business of professional wrestling. Um, um, like all the inside references, like the references to Mr. Olympia, the references to gimmicking, just the different references to different things. No, I've seen The Wrestler, Zach. I've seen it twice actually. Yeah, yeah. Ring of Honor helped with the production. What I will say is, I understand the praise for it, and I praise the film myself. I understand the criticism for it because it paints wrestling in this horrible light where everyone has this horrible, tragic story, and everyone's just broken and decrepit. And that's not the case. It used to be, but that's not the case anymore. Like they literally say in the movie, like a dream, a scenario for a wrestler in the movie The Wrestler is that he owns a used car lot in Phoenix. There's wrestlers who have done better for themselves. There's wrestlers who save their money. There's wrestlers who preserve their bodies. And I would also argue that a lot of people talk about the body. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so their version of it is the Blue Avenger, but it's clearly a play on stuff like Mr. Olympia, where it's just the same gimmick, or Doink. Doink is now one of these characters. But back to The Wrestler. Oh, this I'm sorry, I got into the movie. This is one of my favorite scenes. But anything involving this Al Thompson old school promoter, like the old school. Like I broke into the business in 1976, and these modern kids couldn't survive 2 weeks in the old territory system. I just love a parody of that because you see so many bitter old men wrestlers who just love to shit on young people because they're like, well, you guys don't have this, you guys don't rib each other anymore, you guys don't bully each other anymore, you guys don't hit people for real. Like it's like all these like criticisms that to them sound like legitimate criticism. And I was like, so you mean that we're better off without it? Because to me it sounds like we're better off without it. So now he's parodying Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he's like, my bank account's nearly empty, and it says lucky 316, but a dollar sign. So it's like I only have $3.16 in my bank account. He's gonna hit him with an actual potato. In case you don't know, potato is a word for actually punching someone for real in the business. Boom! What I kind of like here is like the commentary about Steve Justice's and Randy Tyler's dynamic, how they used to be a tag team. Because that's true. Oftentimes, if someone makes a great tag team, they make better opponents. That same chemistry exists, and it's basically the same thing. Knowing what the other person is thinking, and being able to respond to that, and being able to play into that. So that works in both the tag team and when you're against each other. um, that's why so many great feuds have been between former tag team partners. Ambrose and Rollins, stuff like that. Stone Cold and Brian Pillman, like I brought up earlier. Um, Owen Hart and Bret Hart, they were brothers, and they worked perfectly together. They had some of the best matches anyone's ever seen. It was fantastic. He has him up for the overhead press. Here we go. That's a moment me and Xander could have had on commentary. They don't call it Rocky Randy Tyler because it rhymes, Xander. It doesn't, Ray. Exactly. I don't even know what to say. Right on. I could easily see that interaction happening between Xander and I. Oh, kick to the gut. Stunner. And now he's gonna. Here we go. So here's the moment. It's the moment the heel. He doesn't know what to do. He's in the middle of the ring. He doesn't want to submit. But there's no more tricks up his sleeve. He's in the middle. There's nowhere to go. My shirt. Thanks, Hanzo. Where did I get this from? I got this. I'm like 6'7", so I got it from a big and tall. But I'm pretty sure you can find this Pink Floyd shirt anywhere. But yeah, I love this Pink Floyd shirt. I love Pink Floyd. But thanks, Hanzo. But yeah, so Justice wins the title because Randy realizes they have to be mature and let the fans get what they want on the last night of the promotion, which is the babyface title win, as it should be. If it's the last night, guys, you always let the babyface go over. So at the end, he gives him $20, and he's like, "All right, you just bought my wrestling company," which that is like in the old territory system. That is traditional for the promoter to not really sell it for millions of dollars, to say to the top guy who is ready to be the booker, who is ready to book shows, say, "Hey, give me $10 or $20. All right, you just bought my wrestling company, and now you book the territory for him." And as so on and so forth. That was the old territory system. Um, I'm not saying we should go back there. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm just saying that's how the system worked. So at the end, this guy, thoughts on Bill Goldberg. Um, he was great in '97. What I kind of love about it is like throughout the film, you see like Jacques or Tom Hawk Jacques get just picked on by Steve Justice, and Steve Justice picks on everyone. And at the end, Tom Hawk Jacques stands up to him. So yeah, at the end, Steve Justice does get the title, but like he kind of gets humiliated in the bar because Tom Hawk Jacques finally stands up to him, and there's not really anything he can say to that fiery promo. So they end the movie in the KayFabe bar fight that they have at their local bar. 3 months later. Yes, at the end you're kind of getting like the caught up on all these guys. Yeah. So this is the end of the movie, and they're going to bring back the TCICWF. But we still have one more payoff from this film. Where did Randy Tyler get his tights? We're about to figure out that question. And it's real funny. This is like a rib on him, but this is true. Like a lot of wrestlers did this for how they like. This was actually true for a wrestler who like wore all these decorative singlets. He had this like better than you. Where he was going to where Randy's going right now, which is a dancing store where you buy clothes for competitive dance, and you would wear like leotards and stuff, and that's where he's getting these outfits he's wearing in the ring because it's the same material you would make out of wrestling tights. So he would just go there and buy these decorative things that you typically wear in a dance studio or in a dance competition. Yeah, so he's wearing a woman's unitard. And that's the conclusion of KayFabe. So I hope you guys enjoy it. That's one of my favorite wrestling films. On my headphones. There we go. So yeah, that's the end of the movie, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the film if you were watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions if you saw it. So I'm going to extend out a few more minutes and kind of let some questions go by. I doubt Xander's going to make it because it's kind of a short film. So, but let's have any last minute questions before I bounce and. See what's going on. I'm going to pull up something as I wait for any last minute questions to come through. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes and see if there's any questions asked by you guys. So if you guys have any last minute questions, like I said, go ahead and send them now. Up. There we go. All right, any questions? No? Gonna stay on for 2 or 3 more minutes. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I think it's a great movie about the business. I think it's a great commentary on business because there's still a few scenes that kind of hit hard for Randy Tyler, especially that character, because you see him be a really good worker and a really solid booker and a really solid person who wants everyone in the Federation to do well. But he's cut off by people like Steve Justice, who in the wrestling world, and it kind of shows in the wrestling world. Sometimes the nice guys get eaten, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to see, but you know. What was your favorite part of the movie? Like I said, Al Thompson in the movie is hilarious. Just this parody of people like Jim Cornette and just Jim Cornette especially, but older guys too who are like, "This is not the business. Well, I broke into the business." Blah, 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 blah. Like it's just like this like old it's like this these people just trying to sound like they're more that like their time was so much better and wrestling is not the way it used to be, and that back then like men were men and like all this friggin' bullshit people go on about. Let me yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. Thanks to the question wrestling culture. So I want what did you guys think of the movie? You guys enjoy it? Was that a good recommendation? Would you recommend this to other wrestling fans? As I think a lot of wrestling fans don't really follow indie scene or don't really know much about the indie scene. There's a lot of good workers on the indie scene who just never get signed. They're either too bland or just wrong like injury at the wrong time. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys like, I hope you guys really enjoyed the movie. I'm just going to hold my mic now for a minute. I hope you guys really enjoyed the movie. Thanks for that last minute question there on wrestling culture. But if there's no questions, I hope you guys enjoyed that movie. I'd really like coming live with you guys today. Hopefully, if you guys like to suggest other movies to watch, I'm thinking about hosting other live streams on Breathing Nerddom, which is the our kind of like my channel slash where we just put nerd stuff or we're getting ready to put nerd stuff where I just react to different superhero movies and talk about them, like little known superhero movies. Like I want to watch Super on there, which is James Gunn's original superhero film. Um so before the Suicide Squad, before Guardians of the Galaxy, there was Super, which is a movie starring Rainn Wilson. How the weather over there? It's kind of cold, but it's okay. Not too bad. Thanks for that. But yeah, so any like suggestions for that, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm sure I'll get to them and I'll do a live reaction to those. And if Xander can, he'll be with me too. I'm sure, because Xander loves performing for you guys, and so do I. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with you guys today on this live stream. Well, a lot better than my first live stream a little over a year ago in Santa Fe. But yeah, we got 18 inches of snow. Woof, Zach. Stay warm, buddy. Make sure you stay warm. Stay inside. Stay away from the cold. And everything like that. So I'm gonna get off now, guys, because I I kind of want. I think I'm gonna go and cook some dinner and everything like that. But I had a lot of fun reacting reacting to the movie. I had a lot of fun watching the movie, you guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the movie. Like I said, leave suggestions for watch alongs on this channel and watch alongs on Breathing Nerddom. Your suggestions really help us, know what you guys want, so we can deliver more content for you guys that you guys would enjoy. So I want to thank you guys once again. Thanks to our amazing subscribers. Thanks to our amazing $5 and above Patreon backers. You see, man. Thanks, Zach. Thanks to our amazing $5 and above Patreon backers. And in the links in the description, you will find links to our Discord, our merch store. You will find links to the mods that we use in universe mode in case you want to use them yourself and have a PC version of WWE 2K19. We are about a month away right now from WWE 2K22. We are so excited for that. Hopefully, it's a good game. And so, yeah, I had a lot of fun with you guys. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your weekend. Tomorrow's Monday. Get ready for the work week. I had fun, guys. Have a good day.